The big launch of XRP is getting closer than ever. The case is ending because new rules are being put in place. And while we're on the subject, the SEC is getting more flack. As of today, the Blockchain Association and the Crypto Freedom Alliance of Texas have filed a lawsuit against the SEC. They want the courts to throw out the unclear and randomly applied dealer rule increase because it gets in the way of new ideas. It hurts the growing market for digital assets and gives the SEC more freedom to follow unwritten rules and guidelines. The SEC is being sued again for doing things that are against the law and more. People are standing up to Gary Gensler. Ripple's chief legal officer, Stuart Alderati, shows that the SEC has been sued more times for abusing its rulemaking powers in Gensler's first 3 years as chair than it had been sued in the 10 years or more before that, during the terms of 3 long-serving chairs put together. What a crazy idea. You can't tell me or anyone else that Gary Gensler doesn't have some kind of personal agenda or corruption going on, because his demand for $2 billion in penalties from Ripple is just more proof of his delusion, if you will. But the SEC hasn't been able to win a court case yet, and Ripple has been leading the way in this fight. In my last video, I talked about how XRP reacted to the ridiculous demand for $2 billion by saying that penalties would be no more than $10 million. This is the exact opposite of what I said in my previous video. Now, Jeremy Hogan, a lawyer who supports XRP, says that there is a chance that Ripple and the SEC will settle for $100 million. This would be a huge victory. Pay close attention. Before Gobble, the SEC was asking for $1.95 billion. Ripple says that there shouldn't be an injunction and that it should only have to pay $10 million because no one was hurt. They can't show that the investors or buyers were hurt, and $10 million is a fair penalty based on past penalties. Based on what we know about the case so far, I think the final decision will come out this summer, probably in July or August. After that, I think both sides will file letters of appeal, and the case will go to the DCA Appeals Court and be decided on next year. If I were the SEC, I wouldn't appeal because bad facts make bad law, but that's just me. The SEC might not be able to let this go. They seem to care about everything. Anyway, that's my call: $100 million and a court order to stop sales from happening. So as you heard, the real question is whether the SEC will keep fighting this war that it seems to be losing. Gabby Genza seems to care about this case a lot, so who knows what will happen next. It had to switch all US ODL accounts from XRP to USDT Tether, though, because of a court decision from last year. Now, as Zach Rector says in this video, the decision is only a few months away, which means that Ripple will become very popular in the US very soon. This will likely turn on a US ODL and make the switch go off thanks to the release of a Ripple stablecoin. Because the rules are getting so close, they will switch all of their clients back to XRP from USDT. This means that XRP's big boom could happen in as little as a few months. As we can hear in this movie, pay close attention. These are like the 2 dates June was brought up, which is in 2.5 months, just to be clear. When we talk about June, for the 2 types of assets we talked about, generally if you're a stablecoin issuer. So in 2.5 months, all producers of e-money tokens or our tokens will have to follow Mika's rules. December is the second very important due date. By the end of this year, all of the CASPs and other assets must be in line with Mika.